Hello dear students, today we are going to discuss worksheet number 70 for the class 10th for English dated 26 December 2020. Students, this chapter is based on a sermon at Benaras which is based on सिद्धार्थ गौतम बुद्धा के ऊपर बेस्ड है ये चैप्टर where there was a lady named Kisa Gautami and her only son he expired. So when he expired she could not believe it and she could not take up this fact. So she went from home to home asking for somebody to give her the medicine for her dead son. But as we all know, once a person is gone, he's gone forever. And we should accept the fact that every person who is born on this earth has to die one day. So then somebody told her to go to Gautam Buddha where she can find the medicine. So Gautam Buddha told her that she should go to she should bring her from she should bring mustard seeds uh, with her from any house, any of the houses where no one has died earlier. So she went from home to home, she tried to find out, and whenever she used to go to any of the homes, she used to ask, then obviously there is somebody who had died earlier. So she could not find any home, any such family where no one had died. So then she realized that this is a fact, a hardcore truth of life, that once a person is born, he has to die. So one should accept this fact and move on. So she felt that she was very selfish in her grief and she bothered everybody. She realized her mistake. So this chapter is based on that only. Gautam Buddha began life as a prince named Siddhartha Gautam in North India. At 12, he was sent away for schooling in the Hindu sacred scriptures, and 4 years later, he returned home to marry a princess. 4 साल बाद वो वापस आते हैं and he married a princess. They had a son and lived for 10 years as befitted royalty. और उनका एक बेटा भी था और 10 years तक वो अपना राजा की तरह वहाँ पर रहते हैं. At about the age of 25, the prince heretofore shielded from the sufferings of the world while out hunting chanced upon a sick man, then an aged man, then a funeral procession. अब एक बारी वो एज अ प्रिंस ही वॉज 25 years old, ही वॉज अ प्रिंस एंड अभी भी राजकुमारी थे एंड ही वेंट फॉर अ हंटिंग एक्सपेडिशन. हंटिंग पर जाते हैं वो एंड देयर ही फाउंड अ सिक मैन. एक सिक मैन उनको मिलता है, एक एजेड पर्सन दिखता है उनको, और उसके बाद वो एक फ्यूनरल किसी किसी की डेथ के बाद जैसे वो प्रोसेशन निकालते हैं ना, वो था. एंड फाइनली अ मॉन्क बेगिंग फॉर एम्स. एम्स मतलब एक साधु होते हैं, वो भिक्षा मांग रहे होते हैं. These sights so moved him that he at once went out into the world to seek enlightenment concerning the sorrows he had witnessed. और ये उनको इतना झंझोर देती है अंदर से कि वो एकदम से निकल पड़ते हैं एनलाइटनमेंट की तरफ की. उनको लाइफ के बारे में पता करना होता है. He wandered for 7 years and finally sat down under a peepal tree where he vowed to stay until enlightenment came. Enlightened after 7 days, he renamed the tree the Bodhi tree, tree of wisdom. Now अब वो एक पीपल के पेड़ के नीचे बैठते हैं और पूजा तपस्या करते हैं. 7 दिन के बाद उनको एनलाइटनमेंट मिलती है और जिस ट्री के नीचे वो बैठे होते हैं उस ट्री का वो नाम रख देते हैं बोधि ट्री. बोधि मतलब द ट्री ऑफ विजडम. And began to teach and to share his new understandings. At that point, he became known as Buddha, the awakened or the enlightened. और इस पॉइंट पे उनको बुद्धा बोलना शुरू कर देते हैं लोग, the awakened or the enlightened person. The Buddha preached his first sermon at the city of Benaras, most holy of the dipping places on the river Ganga. And that sermon has been preserved and is given here. It reflects Buddha's wisdom about one inscrutable kind of suffering. एक ऐसी suffering के बारे में जिससे सबको गुजरना पड़ता है at some point or the other. So let us read the question answers as I have already explained you the summary of the chapter, or probably maybe next sheets that are going to come from this chapter would be on the other part of the chapter that I have explained you about the story of Kisa Gautami. But now these questions are based on this extract. Which word does enlightenment not correspond? That is not a synonym to. The state of being enlightened is a synonym. Awakening is synonym. Refinement is synonym. Ignorance is not. Ignorance तो अलग हो गया ना, different हो गया. Choose the option that lists the sets of statements that are not true about the life of Gautama according to given extract. He lived a life of royalty throughout. ये तो throughout तो नहीं उन्होंने royalty की life जी. This is wrong. He's known as Buddha the Awakened. This is right. He preached his first sermon at Bengal. No, he preached it at Banaras. So 1 and 3 are wrong till now. He left his family and all the worldly pleasure in search of enlightenment. This is okay. At the age of 15, he went away for schooling. Hmm? Was it at the age of 15 that he went away for? No, he went away at the age of 12. So 1, 3 and 5 are not true. According to the extract, Buddha chose Banaras city to preach his first sermon because it was his birthplace. He liked this place. It was the most holy of the dipping places in the river Ganges. Yes, this is correct. How did Gautama come to be known as Buddha? When he started, when he got enlightened, awakened after 7 days of his prayer, then his people started calling him Buddha. What made Buddha move out in the world to seek enlightenment? When he went out for hunting and he saw an aged old man, a sick man, an old man, a funeral procession, and then a monk begging for alms. This made him want to know about the sufferings of the world, and he set out to seek enlightenment. So you are going to attempt these question answers in your worksheet and then send them across to us. Have a good day. At the end, we have a COVID message that you need to wash your hands with soap and water regularly. So keep washing your hands before and after the meal, and whenever you go out, please wash your hands, and the things that you bring from outside, wash them properly and then use them. Enjoy your day. Take care of yourselves.